Are we too late, Boomer? We missed it, Boomer. Damn it. So, sometimes you miss it. Maybe it needs a bit of research, right? So let me do that research and figure out if I can make it happen on my own. Sometimes it just happens for whatever reason. It just lights up over there across in that pasture and them woods over there. Other times it's the wee woos coming through. Wee woo, wee woo. Sirens, right? So I was thinking, what do I have besides screaming wee woo, making, the noises? What do I have that would cause them to just light up like they do sometimes? There's a huge pack of them, coyotes. So I don't have, what do you call that thing? The Viking horn? I don't have one of those, but I do have a big ass Bluetooth speaker. A little bit of research real quick. Okay. That freaked those two out. Boomer was curious, but he just sat here right next to me, making a lot of fuss. Boomer's been out with me off the leash when that huge pack that's over there right now lit up because of the wee woos, the sirens. All right, Tulsa. And he ran off towards it. He got like 15 feet. And I said, no, stay here. And he turned around and came right back to me. This dog is pretty good. This young dog I rescued. All right, Tulsa. There's no coyotes in here. He's pretty good about that. When he is ranging out away from me and I call him back, he'll stop automatically and come back. Like he's chasing something, and I tell him no. When I first brought him here, he wasn't good at that, but he's getting really, really good at that. And that's a good thing when you're in the woods with your dog off the leash and he sees something and he goes for it. If he stops when you command him and he comes back, that's a good dog, because if they just keep running, that's not a good thing. Unless you want them to chase that thing down, but sometimes you don't want them to chase that thing down, because sometimes that thing they're chasing down can get them good, right? Talking like pigs and other things. So, it is a bit late to be blasting coyote calls out there. It's almost 10. So I did some quick research, and yeah, if we play a lone coyote howling or just coyotes howling in general, it could trigger their territorial instincts and they'll get upset. We could also find recordings on YouTube, because that's where that came from. We could find recordings of prey distress, like rabbits and stuff, or pup distress, like coyote pups in distress. That could trigger a response. Right now, I think the best idea is a territorial response. We could also just play wee-woos, sirens really loud. You want to go back outside? Yeah. So I went back out with the dogs because when that first started happening, you know, before before the video started rolling, right? I was out there with all 3 dogs, and the coyotes lit up, and I didn't have the camera with me, and I rushed them in, grabbed the camera, threw a battery in, realized I didn't have the SD card in because I just got finished shooting a video in the kitchen about French toast and Frito pies. So I had to do a bunch of stuff. I had to put the SD card in, evacuate it, you know, erase it, and then jump out there. And I knew that I was missing it. And yeah, it's after 10 o'clock right now. And tomorrow's the school day, right? Don't really want to be blasting any kind of loud coyote noise or prey distress noise on the Bluetooth out there because there's neighbors in this little community with kids. I don't want to wake them up. But it's the full moon, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe they'll light up again because they're really close right there. And it's just kind of cool. Cool thing to do on a full moon. If you're not fishing, might go fishing, but I was trying to do that earlier on the other channel, and the fish were not playing along. So we'll see. It is 35 degrees outside right now and 5 miles per hour out south by southwest. Humidity's at 56%. Is it a good night for coyotes? Well, yeah, full moons are pretty good. They've been active, lighting up here and there this past week or so, and we just had an Arctic blast. We had an ice storm last weekend, and we were seeing them coming through here, but one at a time, right? See them in the middle of the day or early in the morning. One coyote coming on the back of this property here, coming around my shop and then going down the road. We'll see. Just hang out. Dogs are sleeping. Let's listen to some other things we could play. How about pup distress noises? Let's see if I can find that. What that noise was. Someone groaning back there. Hold on. Okay, it's enough of that. Ooh, they don't like that. That's why they say, let sleeping dogs lie. Okay, let's try a rabbit distress sound. Let's see what that does to them. Oh, I think they have quieted down. Okay, cottontail distress. Oh, she's still up. I didn't like that. Here's a different one. How about another red bone? Here's a video called Red Bone Coonhound Howling.
What's it, Rudy? Rudy, come As you can see, this is a new production Ruger.
That red-boned coonhound sounded like wakes up in the morning gargling whiskey and razor blades. Yours is much more smooth. What are you gargling? Caramel? Butterscotch? Once you get a red bone upset, like really upset with noises, it goes on and on because they're bred to be stubborn, right? They're very, very stubborn and they're very vocal. They talk a lot. They make a lot of noise. Like sometimes when she's meets another dog, right? People think, oh, she sounds aggressive because she's just making noise. She wants to play. She's just very noisy, right? She's not mean. Okay, let's look for like a raccoon distress noise or something. She is upset. She's like, stop it. Stop playing the weird noises. You might like the next one. Maybe not. So I did a search on YouTube for raccoon distress noise. I got all these choices. I got a distress call. It lasts 4 minutes and 59 seconds. And then I got this one. It's the second one in the list, right? It's called blabbering coon distress. Look at the thumbnail. Okay. Are you going to sleep over there? Maybe the fun is over. I don't know. She's just like ignoring it. Let's try another one. See what she does. The other two dogs, Boomer and Yaz, are reacting, but not as much as they were to the rabbit distress or the pup distress and the coyote howling. That really got their butter churning there. It sounds about the same, though. No reaction. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. It went silent and came back at you. They don't really seem to care about that one. All right, we're going to go back to coyotes. We're going to do a lone coyote because the first one we did earlier on was a pack. And now here's a lone coyote. Because when I was researching real quick, what we could play through the Bluetooth to light up the coyotes. It's too late to do that, but we're having fun anyway. He's a lone wolf. You could try the packs howling because if they hear another pack howling, it's going to trigger their territorial instincts. Same thing with a lone howl. Let's see what a lone howl does for these dogs. This is a recording from 2018. Okay, that was it. It was only a 33-second one. We could find a different one. Sometimes a different recording gets a different reaction. I'm not sure if this one is a lone coyote or a bunch of coyotes. This recording is 31 minutes and this one is like 30 minutes. Like a little over 30 minutes. It says 30-minute coyote call. Bring them in fast. That's a pack. Boomer's reacting the most. These two are super chill for it. What do you think? I don't like this recording. It's not continuous. It's kind of... I would say that's like cut and paste. I want to try this one. This is a 14-minute. It says coyote hunting call. Estrus chirps. Mating call. 14 minutes. This sounds fake. There's no reaction. I think that's a fake call. I don't think that's a coyote making that call. Yeah. It sounds like a drunk dude. Alright, we're going to try another one. This one is 1 minute and 11 seconds. It just says coyote howl. It's this one right there. That's a pack. Are you guys coyoted out? Maybe not. Oh, a little bit of a protest over there. So here's something to think about. Dogs, some dog breeds will say, have impeccable hearing and an impeccable sense of smell. Like my red bone over there. You put Yaz in the yard, he'll find the cat poop. But you put Tulsa in the neighborhood, she'll find the yard. Right? That's the difference between those two. So what we're going on here, what we're on about, is we've been sitting here for about 15 minutes or more, playing different animal calls, seeing what these dogs do. Can the coyotes over there hear it? I bet I want to walk outside and hear nothing. Out back on the deck. It's just Boomer and myself. The other two have to be on the leash at night. The red bone can't be off the leash if it's not a secure area, right, in a fence, because she'll just follow her nose and not come back. Yaz, he won't come back in time at night and has a tendency to run right over, through a busy road. Whereas this one here, far more trustworthy off the leash. So I remember when I was a kid, there was this dude my mom was dating, and he said, if you ever want to make coyotes come in close so you can see them, just put a piece of bacon on the hood of the car with the engine on, and it'll slowly cook and the smell will bring them in. Well, he was not willing to try that, so I don't know if that's true. I'm not really trying to get knee deep in coyotes out here, like bringing them close in, baiting them or something. I'm just having fun on a full moon. They're already close in. Don't have to do much, but I'd like to hear them singing. So we will probably have another video at another time where we were successful. It's just too late to be making all that noise out here. All right. You want to say good night to them? Oh, yeah, you're right. My cast. Take a bow? Huh? We'll take a bow? You're getting some applause. Anyway, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel. And yeah, you're right. We'll make some coyotes sing another night. And another night. And another night. Because they're out here all night, every night. Yeah, you're right. See you next time.